What I love about pro wrestling is it can be anything. It literally can tell any story that you would want in such a strange manner. This is the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show, and we love looking at those strange, bizarre things within the world of professional wrestling. We're going to start off with some E-Federations, where fantasy meets the square circle and anything can happen. Now, before we delve into the madness, let's take a little trip down memory lane. Back in around 1995, the internet was but a baby, and a small group of visionaries birthed the E-Federation phenomenon. And why wouldn't you want to birth a new federation? Wrestling kind of sucked back then. An E-Fed is like an email-based federation where people duke it out in a digital battleground with role-play shaping events just like the real deal. So what exactly goes down in these digital arenas? Well, it's like having Vince McMahon's imagination on steroids, allegedly. Bookers or Fed heads craft weekly shows and pay-per-view events, pulling the strings behind the scenes like puppet masters of chaos. The results are decided by these Fed heads who script matches, storylines and promos. There's something truly special about E-Federations back in the day. They're a testament to the passion and creativity of wrestling fans around the world who come together to craft their own stories and share their love for the sport. Moving on from the message boards and emails, we're diving into the wacky and wonderful world of wrestling promo battles on TikTok. Specifically NGT, the TikTok Wrestling Promo League. Yep, you heard that right. E-Federations on the next level, where wannabe wrestlers or promo artists, as they like to call themselves, from across the globe battle it out in an epic style on TikTok.
I thought you'd be different, Dude Chair, but you just fell into the same traps that everybody else did. But before I tell you what that is, allow me to answer your stupid question. Sweet Charlotte is doing just fine.
It's like those don't flop rap battles, but instead of spitting bars, wrestlers are slinging promos like it's nobody's business. Two competitors pitted against each other, armed with nothing but charisma, creativity and a smartphone camera. Now you might be wondering who decides the winners. I'm wondering that too. I don't really know. I think it's in the hands of the TikTok community. It could be in the hands of whoever owns NGT. What a fucking cow. We've got wrestlers from all walks of lives bringing their air game, leaving it all on the virtual mat. But there's one name that deserves a special shout out. Messiah, the man repping the green and gold of Ireland. Whether he's cutting a fiery promo or delivering a knockout punchline, Messiah is bringing a level of Irish charm and intensity that's simply unmatched. Or I've yet to see a match for him. So here's to you, Messiah, for raising the bar and hopefully inspiring many other Irish promo artists. Why I find this fun is because it's not really about the winning and the losing in the NGT Promo League. It's probably more about the sheer joy of storytelling, the adrenaline rush of competition, the camaraderie of a global wrestling community coming together to celebrate a passion. Next up, we're talking about Fig Feds and a bit of video game federations. Things are about to get a bit strange. First up, let's talk Fig Feds. Picture this, wrestling fans are taking their love for the sport to a whole new level by running YouTube channels featuring stop motion animations or just pictures with their wrestling action figures. I mean, who knew the world of wrestling figures could be so captivating? We all did. We all knew it because we grew up doing this. Now people are just documenting it. So whether it's recreating classic matches or inventing wild stories of their own, these Fig Fed creators are the unsung heroes of the wrestling community. Let me tell you, the level of detail and dedication they put into their craft is mind-blowing. And hey, if you're itching to dive deeper into the world of Fig Feds, there's a whole forum dedicated to it at forum.wrestlingfigs.com. And there's more. I talked about video game federations, where wrestling fans harness the power of virtual mayhem to create their own epic showdowns. With games like 2K dropping new releases every year and the community creations tab buzzing with activities, the possibilities are endless. But not just that, people are going back and modding some of the best wrestling games of all time, creating really diverse rosters, putting on matches, putting on shows. They are the GM. Here you get to see dream matches between legends of the past to bizarre showdowns that can only exist in the realm of video games. Myself and Dunphy from the Wrestling Fan Wrestling Show podcast tried to do some commentary on the Kenny Omega versus CM Punk match at All In 2023.
That count was slow. The AEW refs are known to be absolutely terrible. Audrey Edwards, the bald guy.
You can't say that.
Yeah, I can say what I want,
You can't
Dunphy.
say that.
I'm not being paid by AEW for this.
Something that never happened that we wish did. It's awesome. We love doing it. We might do it again. Who knows? So whether you're a fig-fed fanatic or a video game virtuoso, one thing's for sure. The weird and wonderful world of wrestling fandom knows no bounds here. Now all this stuff that I've spoke about is relatively safe. This next thing that I'm about to talk about is not. It's genuinely insane. It's chaotic. It's the world of backyard wrestling. That's right, we're talking about the grassroots movement that took the wrestling world by storm during its peak years of 1996 to 2001. Now you might be wondering what exactly is pro wrestling, and I'm like, why are you wondering it? You know it, you did it yourself. A group of adrenaline-fueled wrestling fans armed with nothing but their passion and a camcorder, duking it out in the most unlikely of places. Backyards, parks, fields, you name it. Big shout out to the Irish Backyard Wrestling Fed, Extreme Irish Wrestling, all the way down in Waterford. Now, Backyard rose to prominence during the infamous Attitude Era, a time when professional wrestling was at its most outrageous and unpredictable. Think Mick Foley and thumbtacks, or the Hardys diving off ladders, mixed with a healthy dose of teenage rebellion, and you've got the essence of backyard wrestling in a nutshell. But here's where things get a bit interesting. What started out as a bit of good-natured fun quickly spiraled into a realm of reckless and ultra-violent behaviour, much to the dismay of parents and wrestling companies alike.
Are you not entertained?
I mean, we're talking about powerbombing each other onto a makeshift mattress in their backyard rings. In response to the growing concern, WWE even aired advertisements warning fans about the dangers of backyard wrestling. Don't try this at home. Urging us to think twice before attempting any risky maneuvers. Did that stop us, backyard warriors? Not a fucking chance. And just when you thought it couldn't get any crazier, backyard wrestling burst onto the mainstream with documentaries, with video games, and even viral videos showcasing the mayhem in all its glory. I once went to an Irish Whip wrestling event that featured Sheamus before he got big, but I didn't give a fuck about Sheamus. I just wanted to meet M-Dog20. Backyard wrestling once again came on to my social media feed because there was a bit of a viral sensation of the playground wrestling in New York City, which took the internet by storm, left us viewers both horrified and strangely nostalgic for our own backyard brawls. So whether you're a die-hard fan of the squared circle or just a casual observer looking for some entertainment, one thing's for sure, backyard wrestling is fucking insane and it's awesome. Now, from the backyard to the underground, let's explore the world of Subway Mania, where wrestling meets public transportation in the most bizarre and brilliant way possible. Casanova Valentine proved in the Vice documentary that wrestling doesn't even need a ring to take place as he wrestled in bars. Now, you might be thinking, Subway wrestling, what the fuck is that? Well, buckle up, because it's about to get weirder than a wrestler in a chicken suit. And that's happened a lot. It's happened way too much. Meet Riviera, the mastermind behind Subway Mania, a ragtag crew of characters who bring the spectacle of professional wrestling to the subterranean depths of
New York City.
Armed with nothing but a Metro card and a dream, Riviera and the small band of misfits transformed subway cars into makeshift wrestling arenas, much to the bewilderment of unsuspecting commuters. Picture it, a packed subway, the hustle and bustle of city life, your wife isn't talking to you, and suddenly, out of nowhere, a full-blown wrestling match breaks out. It's like something out of a fever dream, but for Riviera and his crew, it's just another day at the office, or on the train. Now it's time for the heartwarming and downright inspiring world of soft ground wrestling, the Uganda-based wrestling promotion that's making waves in the industry with its mud-slinging, bamboo-posted ring of glory. A wrestling ring made from mud, surrounded by nylon ropes held together by bamboo posts. What's not to love? It's like something straight out of a DIY wrestling manual. And yet, Soft Ground Wrestling has captured the hearts of fans around the world with its unique brand of gritty grassroots wrestling. Founded in March 2023 by a local resident, Daniel Bumba, Soft Ground Wrestling has quickly become a beacon of hope and inspiration in the wrestling community. With over 180 students currently training at the Soft Ground Wrestling School, it's clear that Bumba's vision has struck a chord with aspiring wrestlers in Uganda and beyond. It's not just the rudimentary production setup that sets SGW apart, it's the passion and dedication of its wrestlers that truly shine through. Despite the challenges of training in a mud-filled ring, these athletes give it their all, night after night, delivering jaw-dropping performances that leave fans cheering for more. And speaking of fans, Soft Ground Wrestling has garnered the support of some big names in the world of professional wrestling, including the likes of TNA champion Jordan Grace, Will Ospreay, Kenny Omega. Even former WWE talents Mace and Mansoor have stepped into the muddy ring in Uganda, adding their star power to SGW's growing reputation. But perhaps the most heartwarming part of Soft Ground Wrestling's journey is the outpouring of support it has received from fans and fellow wrestlers alike. When news spread of SGW's fundraiser to acquire a standard wrestling ring, donations poured in from around the globe. So whether you're a die-hard fan of the Squared Circle or someone just looking for a feel-good story in the world of professional wrestling, keep your eyes peeled for Soft Ground Wrestling. You never know when the next masterpiece in the mud will unfold. Finally, one of my favourites. I have to say it, I take unbelievable enjoyment about watching this man. Let's take our tops off and dive into the crazy world of Superhuman. The man who's equal parts stuntman, internet sensation, and juggalo extraordinaire. Whoop whoop! Now, if you haven't heard of Superhuman, humming, I don't know, he has two M's there. Buckle up, you're in for a bit of a mad one. This guy is like a real life superhero, but instead of fighting crime, he's just flattening himself off microwaves and entertaining anybody that I've ever showed with his unique brand of wrestling inspired mayhem. A pro wrestling fan with a passion for danger and a penchant for entertaining his fellow juggalos and juggalettes. That's Superhuman in a nutshell, folks. He's the kind of guy that will just jump onto bricks and thumbtacks just for the hell of it. And the internet, he's after racking up millions of views on his YouTube channel, earning spots on indie wrestling events from across the good old US of A, made friends with the likes of Joey Janela. These guys have to recognize talent when they see it, and Superhuman is as talented, as fearless as they come. I don't even jest, he is. I love the man. So whether you're a hardcore wrestling fan or someone just looking for a bit of adrenaline-fueled entertainment, do yourself a favour. Check out Superhuman. Who knows what crazy stunt he's going to pull off next. Until next time, keep whoop-whooping, keep celebrating greatness, keep celebrating weirdness in professional wrestling. Remember, it's all fun and games until someone gets hit in the face with a steel chair. Stay safe, stay sane.